Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Me and Epiphany. So I decided to give my reaction to a few things. I kind of already do that on the Patreon with the mini dives, but I wanted to share my reactions with you in a live capacity. So I found this video and I think this is one of the downfalls of society because everybody is doing everything for clicks and views, and they're hardly even thinking about the effects that they're leaving on the society and how that people think that what they do doesn't affect anybody else. You ever hear them like, what is them doing such and such have to do with you? It's just like, how do you not know that we're all uh, connected and there's always a chain reaction, so you're never just influencing one person, not really. Even if it's for good, so anyways, I'm going to stop talking. I saw this video and I'm going to show you some things. I have a couple clips to put on here.
Decide for yourself.
I'm talking about whoever put the transgender there, man. Y'all niggas ain't bad. First of all, man.
Bro,
Look,
okay, let me ask you this.
I got violated, bro. Nobody's gonna sit here and act like nigga, I got violated, brother. I didn't have a choice.
Bro,
Niggas just sitting here telling me that I had a fucking choice. You ain't gotta
bro,
explain to your mama why you on TV with a transgender.
Look at
I
the
do.
Cheshire Cat
bro,
smiling.
listen. I understand everything that you're upset
I
about.
got no I
But
ain't
when
even get an apology, brother.
bro, apology, I didn't tell you to go in there and do anything or talk to
Brother,
any
here we
particular
go
person.
again. Bro, you know exactly
Uh,
I'm talking about from a heterosexual man to a heterosexual man.
bro, now I
Especially
feel
talking.
you. Okay, if you say this is my thing, you say you didn't have a choice, but every other person in there had a choice to talk to whoever they want to talk to, and this is what I
Nigga,
want you
the
to
other
understand.
niggas knew the
And
network. They knew
bro,
the nigga was like that.
bro, and guess what? I'm gonna be. And this is what I'm gonna tell you, bro. Now that's TV, bro. We got different people with different preferences, bro. So guess what? Us having a heterosexual show is not gonna always be the ideal because we know we have people that have different
So when you
preferences.
change that.
First of all, there's no other preference to a heterosexual male than a woman. So what are you talking about? They're going to have different preferences? No, no, no. See, this is the point where people try to change the definition to fit whatever they're feeling. Whatever they think the truth is, they're willing to flub information and meaning in order to get their point across. So,
Up, you should let niggas know
We
what
never,
the
bro,
fuck.
nigga, we didn't change nothing up.
You
Hey,
put a
bro. Hey,
fucking
bro.
transgender on the
Hey,
show.
hold on. So, you've always had transgenders on the show? Are you again? Look. See again. You see him smiling. I can't even see his eyes. Like I can't even. I don't know if it's the camera or what it is, but I can't even see his eyes. So you know, just why would his? I don't know.
Like,
bro.
bro, like,
Listen,
I'm
bro.
not gonna,
At
I'm
the end
not
of the
gonna
day,
lie.
bro, it's very simple. At the end of the day, it's very simple, bro. We're not here to out nobody or nothing like that. All right.
Bro, you don't have to
So
out
with that,
nobody,
that
bro.
that's one thing. That's one thing. Number two. All right. Even in the trans community, they say, yo, hey, it's not for you to clock my T or any shit like that. It's not. That's unethical. That's on them. If they want to do that, that's cool. If they found that they want to play with the risk of not letting someone know, that's also on them.
Heterosexual male doesn't need to out himself because he's already a heterosexual male. It's not surprising that he would go for a woman because that is That's the definition of it. See, are we trying to change the definition again? You know, so there wouldn't be a need. There wouldn't be a need to do this.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you said that you had no choice. At the end of the day, you had a choice of whoever you wanted to talk to or not to talk to. If you want to have
You gonna let me
any
talk this time,
sexual
right?
encounters or not. At the end of the day, I told you, bro, I feel you. I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know what I'm saying, like, you kissing somebody else, doing some shit like that. But my thing is this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not on us with that. We have not done it. We haven't done it. We're not going to start. We haven't done it. We're not going to start doing it. We're not outing anybody. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? We not outing nobody and we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Stop blaming that shit on us because it's not like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You say you want an apology. What are we apologizing you for?
Talking to somebody, they were telling me like you were trans or something. I was like, listen,
These men
you
didn't
sit on
know.
my lap. So what I'm trying to, nobody ain't tell us shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I feel like that if you know you're on that type of time, like you should have, like, you gotta tell a nigga, you gotta keep it genuine. Hell no, I don't think they're gonna tell your business like
And
that.
you know, that's the voice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we just mingling and stuff. We having fun.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay. Where you from?
We'll do that. Riverdale.
Okay, what's your name?
Southside. Kelly.
So, I'm tired of sitting here talking to Pookie, so I decided to walk out. I look back. Kelvin's not coming. I'm like, what is he doing? You know what? You want to stay with Pookie? I'm going to leave you with Pookie. And then when you come back to me,
That's messed
I
up.
got some news for you.
I know.
That's messed up.
Are y'all from?
Because he's all on the screen. He's all on TV.
Miss Pookie, you been drinking? I bet you need to try. What is it? I just made a test and I need to feel like no, dead ass.
No good.
I was already.
This is no good. And he's right. Just like he told those guys, I guess those are the producers of the show. I don't know. But I'm the one that has to be on the TV with the transgender with my mama watching. He didn't say it like that. His sentence didn't come out like that, but that's what he said. So again, playing with people. Again, not understanding the implications that again he had that man all in his ear. Lord knows what they did when they went into that room, or you know, he was closing the door. You know, you got to be careful. You just really have to be careful about being so quick, really. And I don't know when people are going to learn that. I don't think people are going to learn that. I think most people are inclined to just march after pleasure. So I got some more to show you. You might not be old enough to remember, but Jenny Jones had an issue on her show back in 95. She thought she was being clever, and it really didn't turn out so great. So let me show y'all what had happened. So this is the background.
The door, and Scott tried to shut the door, and Schmitz put the gun in between the door and the door jamb to hold the door open. Then Scott grabbed a chair and he went into the kitchen. He was backing away. Then Schmitz shot him, and Scott stood there for a moment, put his hands to his chest, and then he started to fall, went down to his knees, and Schmitz shot him again. Scott knew that he was going to die. It was a terrible thing to know that somebody's coming after you with a gun and there's no way out.
Now, which of these ways would you choose to reveal your secret crush on someone? A, would you write that person a letter? B, would you tell the person in private in case he rejects you? Or C, would you tell that person that you're gay and you hope he is on national television?
He even
Want you now to meet Donna and Scott. Donna has been helping
even the gay man said no. Even the gay man said, don't do that.
Scott pursue his secret crush on John. John's backstage. He can't hear us. Tell me about the first time you met him. Where was he?
Basically, well, he was under a car working on her brake line.
Yeah. And that was your first time? What was your first impression?
Well, I only saw the lower half of him, so you can imagine.
Always looking at the penis.
You think? Okay, you think about it. You have fantasies about him?
A couple, yeah.
Yeah, you had when he was under the car. You had a fantasy of him.
Yeah, something to do with like brake oil, line snapping.
I think Scott on the show not with an intention of cursing anybody. I think Scott went on the show thinking this was going to be a spectacular way that he could show somebody that he cares about them. Sort of like, I don't know if in your days of being single, there's a girl you really like, you want to try and come up with something really neat to impress her.
Tell us about, you have another one that involved, you were in a hammock or something? Tell us about that fantasy.
I think she pushed him into things that he didn't really want to do. Like, Scott was very nervous.
Tell us about that fantasy.
Yeah, actually.
Jenny Jones told them to make it look good for the audience or she would be very mad. And they offered Scott to give him flowers and Scott wouldn't do it. Wanted Scott to kiss John. Scott wouldn't do it.
I got a pretty big hammock in my yard and I thought about tying him up to my hammock.
And?
I just don't think you should.
It smells like whipped cream and champagne.
Say all this about a straight
John,
man.
He knows you're gay, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that he is?
No.
Anything's possible.
You're living in the 1990s. It isn't hard to offer somebody, a young, impressionable person, the opportunity to appear on national.
See, they want to convert men to their side. They want to seduce your man. There's a homosexual manifesto of 1987, and it outlines their agenda to seduce all the men, including the youth. Okay, so they're not even just talking about adults here. They're talking about even the youth they will seduce. And for lack of a better, turn them gay. So that's the mindset. Anything's possible. What you mean? What do you mean? You think that you're misunderstanding, once again, you're misunderstanding what the definition would be. But, maybe he is,
television to express a secret crush, something that he doesn't feel necessarily bad about. He doesn't understand the dangers.
What is it that's so exciting about him to you?
He's got a cute little hard body. When you just want to put in your curio cabinet, dust him off once in a while.
You want to physically pick him up?
Oh, he's just a tiny little cute thing. He's gorgeous.
Well, all right, let's see if he really is. Get the headphones off of John and let's have John come out here and see who has the crush on him. Here's John.
Look. Kind of hooked up on her. Looks like he's trying to kiss him on his neck.
Did you think Donna had the crush on you?
Did I? No, we're good friends.
Well, guess what? It's Scott that has the crush on you.
You lied to me.
Oh, that's how she laid it out? Oh my
I mean, he's
goodness, you
confronted with
lied
this
to
horrible
me.
situation on national television. You can see when you watch him, his hands go to his face in humiliation and embarrassment.
Oh my goodness.
And Jenny Jones exploits that and keeps twisting the knife and twisting the knife.
Before we talk, take a look at, we'll show a little playback of what Scott said about you, John. Take a look at that monitor
right
down
here?
there.
Well, it entails like whipped cream and champagne, stuff like that.
Oh no, he's, oh my goodness.
Scott was pretty open about, he's been fantasizing about you since he saw you under that car for the first time. He had an under the car fantasy and he had a hammock fantasy he's been telling us about. Did you have any idea that he liked you this much?
No, I did not.
Can you tell us what your status is? Are you involved with anybody or?
No, but I am definitely heterosexual, I guess you could say.
He'd been engaged to a woman for 3 or 4 years, and they had broken up several months earlier. He thought probably it was she, and if not the ex-girlfriend, someone else he had met at work with whom he thought there was a spark between the two. And so he was fantasizing. He gets on this airplane. Before even he gets on the airplane, he goes out and he buys a suit of clothes, a sport jacket, and a pair of slacks, and a new shirt, and a new tie, and I think even new shoes. And he gets himself all spruced up because he is now convincing himself that this is going to be the turnaround event in his life. This time, if it is his old girlfriend, he tells everybody at work. This time, he's going to marry her.
Donna lives upstairs from me, and Scott was the guy one night I pulled in. She was looking at her brakes, and I was looking at the brakes too. And Scott pulls in behind me. He goes, "Well, your car's pretty funny because I drew this peace sign in the back of my car, and it's it says Peace Man on it." And then Scott says, "You look like a hippie in your car." And then you get out of your car, and then he told Donna that I was a good-looking guy, and Donna told me, and I said, "Well, it's flattering, but
it's flattering, but you're not interested." There's no way. There's no way, right?
No, I'm
Well,
now
at least you got it out. Are you very disappointed?
You can see her on the tape draining every last drop she can get out of it. She says to Jonathan, after he sees it's Donna Riley there sitting with Scott Amador, and he kisses Donna Riley, and Scott Amador, obviously set up for this, tries to embrace him, and he pulls away and avoids the embrace, sits down next to, in the only empty seat next to Scott Amador, and as the audience hubbub kind of dies down, Jenny Jones from out in the audience says, "So,
did you think Donna had the crush on you?
Did I? No, we're good friends."
He gets halfway through the sentence and she says, "Well, guess what?
Guess what? It's Scott that has the crush on you.
You lied to me.
His first reaction is to turn to Scott and to Donna and say,
"You lied to me."
You thought
the
he
bomb
was
starts
laughing
ticking
with you.
at the moment Jenny
He was laughing
Jones
with you.
exposes with a big flourish and a huge audience reaction that it's in fact Scott Amador who has the secret crush on Jonathan, not Donna Riley. They leave the show, and Jonathan's still trying to act the gentleman, agrees to drive them home from the airport. The following morning, after staying up all the night before, drinking with friends from work, he goes home and he sees a note written by Scott that if you really want to get it off, I'm the only one who has the right tool. Jonathan sees this, and I think the bomb is really going off at that point.
Oh my goodness.
You swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Halloween.
The show that John appeared on March 6, 1995 was Ambush Television?
No.
You knew on March 5, 1995 that John's secret admirer was not going to be a woman, didn't you?
Yes.
When he was asking who it was, and they said, "Well, we can't even tell you. It could be a man or it could be a woman." He said, "Well, then forget it. I'm not interested. If it's a man, I'm not interested."
And
he said it often enough that finally one of them said, "Well, don't worry. Don't worry. We can't tell you who it is, but we've talked to her, and everything's going to be fine."
Sorry. So you gonna lie and tell him no? There's not going to be a man or a woman? He was like, no. When you told him that it might be a man or a woman, he said no. So you told him that that wasn't it, that it was just going to strictly be a woman. And that, you know what? Y'all be setting people off.
You'll be fine. You're going to have a good time. We have the production notes, and it shows very clearly that he's not at all interested. He wasn't interested in anything unusual. It wasn't just he didn't want to go on a show with a man having a secret. He didn't want anything unusual.
Oh, my goodness.
I told him it could be a man or a woman. It was his choice to come on.
But you knew it was a man, didn't you?
Yes.
So saying it could be a man or it could be a woman was a lie, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I told him it could be a man or a woman.
Could it have been a woman?
No.
But you told John it could have been a woman, right?
Yes.
Trapped.
Isn't that a lie? Told him something that it couldn't have been.
Sure.
So they finessed him. They finessed a very unsophisticated, regular kind of guy.
I've been in every green room I can think of. I've never seen a
leading
bottle
up
of
to,
vodka in there. What the heck was Jenny Jones' show plying Scott Amador with vodka for? I'll tell you, to reduce the inhibitions and to make it even more sensational.
During the time you talked with Scott Amador at the hotel on March 6, 1995, isn't it true that you told him if he was nervous to have a few drinks before he came on the show?
Not at all.
You never discussed that with him?
No. As a matter of fact, when he came into the room, he had a beer in his hand.
Did you talk with Donna Riley that morning?
Once she was in the green room.
Did you talk with Donna Riley that morning at the hotel or around the hotel? No. With Donna Riley or Scott Amador on the telephone from someplace to the hotel?
Made him mad.
I don't remember.
And is it your testimony here on your oath that you had no conversation with them about drinking a few drinks in the morning if they were nervous?
That is correct.
Ron, the producer, had told us the evening before, because he saw that we were nervous, and he said, oh, just, have a couple drinks and loosen up, and you guys will be okay. And so that's what we did. We went to the bar.
And were the drinks free?
No, we had a tab there. They gave you so much money.
The show gave you so much money?
On the hotel tab, yeah. It was at the hotel bar.
This is a perfect example of a talk show resulting in death. There is absolutely nothing surprising about what happened in this entire case. Nothing surprising to me.
And even though you're not a psychologist or psychiatrist, you realize that John was suffering some type of humiliation and embarrassment, correct?
Absolutely not.
When John was looking over at Mr. Amador and Miss Riley and said, "You lied to me," you'd recognize that as a real concern on the part of one of your guests, that he was suffering some type of embarrassment or concern, wouldn't you?
Not in that context, no.
What do you mean by not in that context? Could you describe or explain?
Well, the show was a lighthearted show. No one seemed upset in that segment. And when he said that, what I got from that was that he had asked them, was it you, John? Was it you, Scott? And Scott probably said no, and that's what that meant to me. There was nothing negative in that at all to me.
You might be able to do what they did to Jonathan Schmitz. You might be able to do it to 100 people in a row, and maybe only one or two or three would react the same way. Maybe only one or two or three would have the same demons inside when they're plucked out of obscurity and thrust unwanted into the national spotlight, humiliated publicly and nationally, and the humiliation is continued.
Ms. Jones, did you ever think that if you didn't go for that extra little setup to pull that last bit of emotion out, that maybe this terrible tragedy which brings us together today wouldn't have occurred?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no further questions, Ms. Jones.
This isn't the Jenny Jones case. This is the murder of Scott Amador case. Keep this in mind. If we're talking about whether you should be sympathetic for that defendant for what happened on the Jenny Jones show, think about what he did to Scott Amador.
I see him standing there with smoke coming out of his chest. Every night. I don't sleep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's hard, because I expect him there all the time. And I just picture this hole with smoke coming out of him. And it's like living in a movie. It's not really happening.
If you have a secret crush crush on someone of the same sex and want to do it here on the show and reveal your crush? Call us at the show. We'll do this again. And the number to call is 312-836-9444.
But she didn't know what was around the corner. She did not know what was around the corner. So I guess, y'all. But guess what? That's not it. That's not it. They did it again with a show called There's Something About Miriam. And this one didn't end well either.
The boys saw someone with breasts and makeup on in a dress.
Why are they doing
with
this?
genitals, male genitals.
These people are crazy. A breast. And a penis, they say. This is not it.
The last day of filming was the most frightening day of my life. Not only
It's not the one.
The reality show sued for its insane twist ending. There's Something About Miriam is a British reality TV show that debuted in 2004 and looks normal on the surface. 6 men were competing to win £10,000 and a holiday with the 21-year-old Mexican model. But on the final episode, Miriam reveals to everyone,
I'm not a woman. I was born as a man.
the winner would end up rejecting the prize and join the rest of the contestants in filing a lawsuit, alleging a variety of charges, chiefly personal injury in the form of psychological and emotional damage, eventually being settled in their favor for an undisclosed amount. Like and subscribe if you found this interesting and would like to see more.
So you saw that. I believe that, let me see what. Miriam Rivera. Listen, they had 6 episodes with this young man, and the men were required to compete in various physical challenges in addition to going on individual physical challenges in addition to, to going on individual and group dates with Rivera. In the final episode, Rivera selected the one contestant who left the best impression on her. Boo. Upon selection, Rivera revealed to the contestants that she was a transgender woman, my goodness, who had not yet undergone gender-affirming surgery. The series was hosted by Welsh television presenter Tim Vincent. And I'm just reading it as it is. I'm not agreeing with the even calling Miriam Rivera a she. I would still call him a he because that is what he is. And so at the end, she ends up picking this guy, and they sued his butt. They sued him. Following the completion of the show, it was scheduled to air in November 2003, but a lawsuit by the contestants delayed the airing. Oh man, so they fought to even, hold on. Ooh, okay, so Rook, I guess, is the one that was picked. Later rejected the prize prior to airing and joined the other contestants in a lawsuit that sought to prevent the airing of the show. Oh, so even before, before they had already went and filed a lawsuit before the guy that was picked even filed the lawsuit. Talking about on the version that aired, Rivera chose Rook as the winner and then sat in front of the assembled contestants. Okay, hold on. Let me rewind. Okay, Is that true? Sorry, y'all. Okay, hold on before I read this. Okay, so this is the only report that it's giving. I don't know who's supposed to be saying this. Revere said several of them wondered about me in the first few days, but as the series unfolded, I really thought that we got to like and know each other as friends and had a lot of fun. In response to allegations that revealed her big secret by lifting up her skirt, she was quoted as saying, "I would never lift up my skirt on national TV. My mother brought me up very well." But you dressing like a woman. I'm not saying that she didn't. Listen, I don't know what happened, but somebody should have told you that that's not something that you'll be. On the version that aired, Rivera chose Rook as the winner and then said in front of assembled contestants, "I tried to be honest with all of you, not just some of you. Yes, I am from Mexico, I'm a model, and I'm 21. But Tom, I really love spending time with you and kissing you. See? Did you let these men know before they were kissing you? Because if not, then you're guilty. If not, then you're guilty. I mean, even still, because you should come out. I mean, that should have been the loudest thing that you said since meeting these men was, "Hey, I'm a man too." So, you see, I love men and I love being a woman. You're not that, baby. Where's your womb, honey doll? Even if it's broken, you still. And I don't even think that I don't even know if broken is even what it is, because I think you either have it or you don't. Meaning there are some women that I don't know if it's that. I'll have to look into it again. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but some have their whole the vagina closed. Okay, this is too much. But it's closed, so it can't reach any other tools in the female body. The organs. So okay, so anyway. Rook initially accepted the prize money and the trip with Rivera on camera. Rook later rejected the prize prior to airing, and joined the other contestants in a lawsuit that sought to prevent the airing of the show. What you mean? Okay, so are they trying to insinuate that he was with it? They said on camera. Did he? Okay, so did he know at the time that he accepted on camera? I don't know. I mean, but from what we just saw, he told it as he was revealing. I mean, sorry, he was picking this man as he was telling him. So those who brought the lawsuit said that they alleged conspiracy to commit sexual assault, defamation, breach of contract, and personal injury in the form of psychological and emotional damage. After the men settled for an undisclosed amount, the show premiered the 22nd of February, and the sixth and the final episode aired the 24th of March 2004. The show was aired in Australia by Network 10 in May 2004. Okay. So again, okay, so this is what if they let me do it. Are you going to let me click on this name? There we go. Okay, so 2019. Okay, so that was a pretty long time in between. I mean, not really as far as, life, but at 38, let's go to what's really important here. Okay, so Rivera was found dead February 5th, 2019 in an apartment in Mexico. The death was classified as a suicide by hanging by the police. Oh my goodness. But Cuervo believes she was murdered. Cuervo received a death threat from someone who told him to never come back to Mexico and prepare for her funeral. Come on now. I mean, could be, could be, because it's not like they're not still hanging people out here. It's not like they're not still hanging people out here. So for sure, yeah. Think about how many motives that is. I don't know how many contestants were left on this show when he went to picking. Ones that were cuddled up with him, ones that were kissing on him. There's a lot of motive. Any of the contestants. So I know they were making sure that alibis were tight. Otherwise, honey, you might be the killer. So, yeah, so that's what's going on out here. That's what's going on out here. This is what they're doing for views. And if I'm not mistaken, who is that? Jenny Jones? I guess I should have typed in Jenny Jones show, but either way, we're going to get there. So I want to say that she was canceled for that. I don't know if she went any further than the episode. Sorry, it's loud out here. The cars. I wouldn't want to hear that much noise with me everywhere I go. I mean, no offense to those who you have cars that do that. I mean, I guess mine has like a little rev to it because they decided to put a crazy engine in there. Okay, she's been with some man since 1986. Is this her? Yeah, the Jenny Jones show. Oh, she's Canadian. I didn't know that. From Bethlehem. She was born. Man, okay, what is Jenny Jones? I guess so. To John Stronsky, a World War II veteran, and Socia, okay, a dressmaker. They had an older daughter, Helena. Her mother was alcoholic and she was verbally abusive. Jones began shop. Okay, that's cool. Not cool, but let's see. She did stand-up comedy. Oh, as a drummer in a rock band and later attempted a career in stand-up comedy. Oh, in the 1980s. For real? She even went on to Star Search. She won 8. Oh, she was on different shows. She was on Match Game, Pressure Luck, The Price is Right. Okay. Nice. Anyways, let's see. Let's get to where are we acting like? Okay, there it goes. The court found that the murder was unforeseeable and that the show had no duty to anticipate and prevent the act of murder committed by the killer 3 days after leaving the studio and hundreds of miles away. Oh, he traveled. Okay. Is it gonna tell me? Actually, no. The Jenny Jones Show broadcast its 12th and final season. Since the show's conclusion, Jones has maintained that she has no interest in returning to TV. Okay, so 2003. Oh, she went for a good little minute. She went for about 8 years. Okay. Well, I stand corrected about that. I thought she was canceled after that, so I'm not gonna say they didn't care, but you know, they still watched her show. They still watched her show. So that is all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed the live reaction, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.